one of my very favourite animes is Cowboy Bebop, which was created back in '98, and I first encountered it sometime in the early 2000s when it was on one of the UK channels, and I instantly fell in love with it. It's a fantastic universe. Got some brilliant characters, interesting storylines, fantastic designs. Yeah, a great series. It's a real shame you don't get much in the way of merchandise or anything for the show. I mean, this is something I got, oh, I don't know, 20 years ago. It's a Japanese book, so of course it's backwards. That's our main character, Spike. So we get a lot about him. Um, and yeah, so we have Spike. There's his nemesis. It's a quite a long episode series. I think it's like 26 episodes, and some are outright down and out comedies, some are actions, and some of them are really grim dramas. Towards the end, it's a proper film noir feel to it. Another character is Faye Valentine, um, who gets her own section coming up here. Um, she's really good, really funny. We've also got Edward somewhere. Where are you, Edward? Edward, where is Edward? Where are There's an awful lot of Faye Valentine for some reason that I can't quite fathom. Yeah, there's Edward. And you've also got Jet Black. There's Jet Black, right? Great characters, very endearing, and a great series. There's Jet Black's ship. We'll get onto ships in a minute. Yeah, a great series, but it's a real shame, as I say, that there's not much in the way of merchandise. Um, as soon as I could, I got the DVD box set, which was a limited edition box set, and the packaging is really smart on this. Um, and yeah, it's told over 3 discs, 26 episodes. There you go, 26 episodes. Can you always close your DVD box sets back up first time? Um, yeah, so that's really good, and the packaging is far superior. I upgraded to the Blu-ray when it came out over here, and yeah, it's not really the same. Um, so that's that. That's all I've got to do with the show, apart from, and again, this I find very maddening in that at the moment, in the likes of Worlds Apart, Forbidden Planet, the anime sections are getting bigger and bigger, and it's really great to see all the Gundam kits and the Macross kits. So many anime model kits around, but you never see anything from Cowboy Bebop, which is just criminal in my mind. Luckily, I've got two kits. I think these are Bandai kits. This is Spike's ship. You can see he's in there. Um, this is the Swordfish. All right, and I've had this a very, very long time. It's all movable. Everything swivels and turns and stuff. That's a nice little model. And I'm hoping her cockpit doesn't fall off. Um, her cockpit just fell off. I was hoping it wouldn't, but it did. This is Faye Valentine's. Let me see if I can get her cockpit back up. There we go. This is Faye Valentine's ship, the Red Tail. Terrific design. I love this ship. I just wish there were more models from the show and a bigger version of the Swordfish, but that's a lovely little model with her detachable pod. That's her up in there. All right, so that's that, and all that is setting us up for me finally opening this. Recently, I was up in London going to the Ridley Scott little exhibition, and when I'm in London, I always go into Forbidden Planet, and I always go down in the bottom far corner in the basement to their sales section, where they always have massively reduced items. And here we've got it. Cowboy Bebop making the Netflix series, marked down from $29.99 to $2.99. Now, I got this as a as a punt. When the Netflix series came out, I think I watched the first episode and I kind of like went meh. Um, I love the anime, and to do a live action version just doesn't seem necessary. I'd rather see another anime continuing uh, stories in that universe. So I gave it a go. I think maybe one episode, maybe two episodes, and then I don't know, streaming something else came along, and I decided to watch that instead. And I've never gone back. But I'm thinking if I look through this, this might actually get me enthused to, uh, you know, return to it if it's still on Netflix. You know, so let's have a look and just see what's inside. It was such a meh that I don't really remember what I thought of the human live action versions of the characters. But let's have a flick through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all this in. Actually, I'm going to have to do it that way, aren't I? Yeah, this is another landscape book. They are a pain for storing on your bookshelves. Okay, so all right, that's looking interesting. I don't know, how faithful because I've only what I'm going to have to do it this way, aren't I? The only hang on. Let's bring in some paint pots. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Um, don't know how faithful they will have been to the story arc because there is a massive story arc. This is looking pretty accurate to the orbital views we see. Um, oh, that's interesting. That they're the adverts, the Bounty Hunter TV. These two characters are always saying, this person has got such and such on their head, available if you want to go after them. Um, very Blade Runnery, of course. This looks to be a good read. Yeah, she's not Faye to me. Ah, good. The Bebop feel. Well, there's the swordfish. See, and he's not Spike. The problem is that I love the anime, and you know, they look how they look. I know this is a pretty good, you know, uh, recreation of a cartoon in live form, but I'm glad it's not all just photos. I'm glad there's plenty to read. That there's Vicious. Um, that Blade Runner Black Lotus book was very light on anything interesting to read. And there's the Bebop. Yep, and there's the swordfish. This is good from a modelling point of view. This is good. Yeah, there was always lots of sitting around like that. I don't know how successful the show was. I never see people really talking about the live action show. I guess if it had been a smash hit, you would have got merchandise released. Yeah, I like the swordfish, but I prefer. I'm waiting for the red tail. Come on. Oh, that's a nice shot of the live action cockpit. I think if I return to it, um, the show, I'll be watching it for the hardware. There's the red tail. I'll be watching it for the hardware and to see how closely they follow some of the stories. Oh, these are nice. Oh, look at that. That's a really good shot. They have been very faithful. That's the thing. I mean, you know, the actors are looking faithful to the show. Some really nice designs in here, all about the different planets and the warp gates. This is well worth the 2.99. Well worth it. Heck, if I hadn't see, this is the thing, right? If I had never seen the anime and just watched the live action, I think maybe I would have been on board more. But maybe I'm judging it uh, rather harshly. I think I will go back. Yeah, this is very much. Yeah, this is the end of the series. This is the climactic last couple of episodes being represented here. So it looks like at the very least we're going to get some, or we've had some of the story elements from the anime in live action. Yeah, no, this is a really good book. As I say, if I'd never seen the anime, I might have been more on board with it. In which case, I wouldn't have minded paying the 29.99. See you, Space Cowboy. Um, no, that's a really good book. That looks all right, doesn't it? And yeah, I think then that's inspired me to return to the series and give it a proper go. I know what's going to happen though. I'm going to be just having a yearning for more merchandise and more model kits from the show.